order from the pumpkin pie thing, which says $3.75. We're not baking the crust separately. We're baking the crust and the pie together.
The only way you would do that is if it was a cream pie.
Okay, if it was a cream pie, we bake the crust first. But today it's a custard pie. We're baking it all together. Okay? Okay, now I've got, what do we need to make this pie? We need eggs, pumpkin, looks like sugar and spices are here, and here's some non-fat dry milk, okay? You're going to have to weigh your pumpkin, because my pumpkin comes in a really big can, okay? So you're going to have to weigh three things: the pumpkin, the sugar, and the non-fat dry milk. So what do you need in your mise en place? Scale. Scale. Okay, good, 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 good. Okay.
We're going to need olive bowl.
Well, I think that the first thing that goes in the bowl is the pumpkin and the eggs. So I think you literally could weigh the pumpkin into the mixing bowl. Would you all agree you could do that?
Yes.
Okay. But then when you crack your eggs, you're going to need something to crack them into. All right. Now the other thing, let's look at all these. Let's look at all our ingredients. So I've got my 2 eggs, I've got my pumpkin, I got my sugar and my things. And then look at this milk. Instead of using cream, lots of pumpkin pies use cream or they use canned milk. This recipe uses whole milk, and then they add non-fat dry milk. And so non-fat dry milk is giving the pie richness, right? Okay, so you got your milk all mixed together. You're going to put your pumpkin, you're going to weigh the pumpkin in the mixing bowl, right? That'll make one less bowl. But you can't put the sugar in here because you got to weigh the sugar, and you got to mix the eggs with the pumpkin before you put the sugar in, right? Okay, so eggs, and we're using the normal paddle. Oh, go on. Here we go. And what kind of speed do you think we're going to use today? 1, 2, 3. I think we'll start with 1. So this one goes right to 2. We'll start with 2. Okay, so you got to get the eggs and the pumpkin all mixed together, because that's forming the base of our what kind of pie? Custard. Remember, pumpkin is a custard pie. Okay, next we've got sugar, cinnamon, ground cloves, and salt. Turn it on 1 or 2, whichever you can get on your mixer, and you're going to slowly pour it in. You notice how slowly we're going here? Slowly. Slowly. Maybe very slowly for you, Walker, okay? Okay, but make sure you got all that milk mixed in. If there's milk sitting on the top and you go to 4, you're going to get milk in your eye. In that big mixer, you'll be weighing your pie dough, okay? Okay, so here we go. See, look at that. It's almost perfect.
Give a round of applause.
Okay, there we go. Okay, how long do we need to set the timer for? How long do we need to set the timer for? 50 minutes. Okay. It's not really jiggling, so we're going to pull this out. And you're going to use a plain, ordinary table knife, not a paring knife, a regular knife. We want to put the knife in the direction that we would actually be cutting a piece of pie. Did it come out clean?
Yes.
Yes, that means it's done, okay?
Is it supposed to like bubble up so much?
No, yeah. Tell me why did it do that? What's in there? What's the ingredient? We've been working on it all along. Eggs made it do that.
Does it go back down?
It will go back down as it cools. Okay. So notice, you see the direction I put the knife cut? So when I have to cut this into pieces to serve it, I don't have a line in there the wrong way. You understand that? Everybody get that? So make sure you're lined where you're cutting out. If you put it in and it came out with pumpkin on it, you're not going to take it out of the oven, right? You're going to leave it in the oven. It has to come out clear. You have to make sure there's no pumpkin on your knife anywhere. Got it? Got it. Any questions? Okay, we'll start to mise en place your recipe.